Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to the Black Wallet, a place where we are simply building generational wealth. We want to build a legacy, and a space where we are basically focusing on achieving that we put our minds to it. So if you're watching this video for the very first time, that's what this channel is simply about. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you, continue watching, but most importantly, ensure that you are able to achieve that we put our minds to. In today's video, I wanted to share with you how to have a productive week, a week that you set a goal to and you are able to achieve. So stay tuned. My approach for having a productive week is ensuring that I plan for the entire week, and I also approach each particular day as it comes. So when it comes to preparing for the entire week, first things first is I'm mindful of what I eat, because if I eat healthy, I have enough energy to work, I have enough energy to just be consistent with what I'm doing, and I have the ability to achieve that which I put my mind to it. So food for me is very important and my priority. What I prefer to do is prepare my meals in advance for the entire week. So I use Sundays, for example, to prepare my meals in advance. So in my food, I'm able to actually have control of the nutrients I am taking. It's also convenient for me because I have my meals in advance. I can save time. It's also affordable above everything else. So yes, meal prep has been something that helps my week be productive. It saves my time, it's convenient, and it's cheap. The second thing that I do is I prepare my clothes for the entire week. 7 days of the week, I know I have to work. So on a Sunday, I'll plan what clothes I have to wear on which particular day. Also depending on what event I have, what work I have for each particular day. Saves you a lot of time. It also helps you as an individual be more prepared and organized. In a week, I also determine what I want to achieve. What are the goals for the week, for example, prior to the week beginning. So I set those goals in advance. I want to maybe work out 4 times a week. I want to write this article. I want to read this book. That has to be planned before the week actually begins. So for me, Sunday is very important. As a result, I prefer to go for the earliest service at church so that I have the entire day to myself, planning and preparing, as well as just resting in preparation for the upcoming week. When it comes to preparing for a productive week, I prefer to use the Google Calendar, because then I can plan the entire week, what is important. I can project what meetings I'm going for. I can project what I want to do at what particular time on what particular day for the entire week. My planning just doesn't end on I'm done for the week on a Sunday. Also, my approach is to make sure I daily update my to-do list. And my favorite app is the to-do list, also by Google, which has really been effective for me because I'm able to see what I achieved, what I haven't achieved. I'm able to also put a star on what is important, put a reminder as well, so that I'm able to execute that which I planned on doing. So also, I'm sure that I have a routine. I know how each particular day works for me, and for me, waking up early is very important because then I can begin my day in time. I recently changed my schedule, so before I would do 5 a.m. and now, as of today, actually I've switched it to 4 a.m. because there are so many things I want to cover before the day starts. So having a routine really does help you stay consistent, stay committed, and gives you enough time to think. You become more creative actually. So for you to have a productive week, starting early really does matter. Start your day early. That will mean you sacrifice your sleep. You can either go to bed early and just be consistent. It does take time, but it's something that you will appreciate over time and will help you be productive. I mentioned I start my day now at 4:30. I dedicate my first 1 hour and a half really spiritually to prepare for the day I want to see, really to pray into my future, really to focus on what I want to achieve. So the 1 hour 30 is strictly dedicated to prayer. After I pray, I now read 20 pages, for example. Sometimes I go 50, depending on how quick I could be. And after that, I have gym time before I even step into my day. So I found that the structure that I currently have gives me access to be in control of my body. I'm disciplining my body. As a result, I'm able to make sound decisions. I also have enough time to be creative. So having a routine does help a lot and goes a long way in helping you be productive. It's very important that you work on tasks that will be of value to you. It's important that you manage your time effectively, and always, like I learned from Eat That Frog by Tracy Bryan. It's a very brilliant book. I would recommend it to you if you want to really learn productivity skills and ensure that you work effectively on each particular week. So it's important that you tackle the big tasks before you. He calls them the ugliest frog. That particular thing that you know is going to be productive but requires a lot of time and concentration. So that is my approach when it comes to dealing with my week, my daily routine, to ensure that I am productive. What do you want to achieve in a particular week? That you must decide even before the week begins, because that will be the motivation for you to stay productive, for you to be consistent, and for you to be motivated. Like I always say, we are on a journey to building generational wealth, and if we must achieve that, we cannot afford to waste our time. We have to be intentional about it, and that is why we should thrive at having productive days and a productive week. Eventually, you end up having a productive year. That's basically today's video, this week's video, and I hope it would be very helpful into the journey we have got ourselves on. Let's build generational legacies.